Hello, we are Edmwarriors and today we're gonna talk about ghost production. If you're into electronic dance music, whether you're an artist, music producer, or a DJ, you've probably heard the term ghost production, right? With our video guide, you'll learn everything you need to know about it and how you can use it. Let's get down to business. So what is a ghost producer? In theory, a ghost producer is someone who anonymously composes music on request or sells already made tracks to other people. Upon agreement, the ghost composer is paid a fee and the artist receives a musical piece that can legally present as their own from that moment on. Long story short, the ghost producer anonymously creates a track or an album for another artist. Composers can make some nice money with their music, and at the same time, those who buy ghost-produced tracks can take advantage by saving time. We've prepared a quick list of the most popular types of ghost production you can easily find on the commercial market. Those are ready-made tracks, custom tracks, and co-ghost produced tracks. Ready-made tracks are probably the easiest choice of ghost production. It's also a quick way to buy a song directly from libraries with thousands of ready-made ghost-produced tracks. There are ghost production marketplaces where you can find and get instantly what you're looking for based on genre, tempo, DAW, and price range. Custom tracks are for people who know what they want. You might be looking for a selected label type of track with female vocals and banjo melodies. Probably you won't find a ready-made track like that. In such case, you can order a custom track where you can work with a ghost producer, getting inside the composition and production process. If you're struggling to finish your track, you can count on the hand of an advanced music producer to help you. Usually, the process starts with you sharing your progress with a ghost producer. He can complete your unfinished track by adding their professional touch. Who should hire a ghost producer? It's now time to see who can take the greatest advantage of ghost production services. Let's start with DJs. They're those great selectors of music. You are passionate about practicing your skill in order to develop your own approach in the art of mixing. In order to stand out from the crowd of so many other DJs, a good start would be to release 1 or 2 tracks. This is how promoters might gain interest in you. Same goes for DJs, who are experienced and already touring. You need to keep your name alive by releasing tracks, having presence on playlists and mixes. So, if you are not a multiple-handed god like Shiva, you probably guessed that doing everything yourself, especially while touring, is both physically and mentally exhausting. The best strategy while touring is to hire someone as good in the studio as you are behind the decks. Let him do his thing while you have enough time and energy to do yours. For those who are new into making music, you've already realized that composing isn't as easy as it looks like. It will take a while until you master your sound and start liking what you create. It takes time to learn any DAW, hardware, to get familiar with theory, musical structures, sound design, engineer work like mixing, mastering. In such cases, hiring a ghost producer might be a game changer for those who haven't developed enough skills to build an entire song on their own, allowing you to get a music project that's been well done and complete. This might help you a lot in the learning process. Besides DJs and music producers, there are more potential users who can benefit from ghost production services. The simplicity, freedom, and speed that ghost production offers when it comes to getting exclusive music makes it the best choice also for marketing agencies, record labels, filmmakers, and whatever you can imagine. So where can you find a ghost producer? Well, definitely not in the Haunting of Hill House. I will tell you where. You've already decided to spend money on ghost-produced music. You have the money, but you have no idea where to begin with. Well, there are several options that can help you reach this goal, and I'm gonna tell you the most common ones. Let's start with the ghost production platforms, which is usually the first option considered. The reason is simple. If you want to buy shoes, you go to a shoe store, right? Same goes for music. These platforms are specialized in putting DJs in contact with ghost producers, offering you a colorful catalog of ready-made ghost-produced tracks. Also, you can find ghost producers to work with directly. The primary function of these websites is to facilitate the process by providing a safe environment for both sides involved and guaranteeing a safe and successful exchange at the end. What is the job of a ghost production platform? Well, we are Edmwarriors and we can tell you at first hand. Our platform has a special team of content editors who work on curating, updating, and organizing the catalog of tracks and their files. We require detailed insights about the production process of each track. We deal with all the legal matter for you, arranging the transfer of rights agreement between you and the producer. We make sure the producer is a real person via ID verification, so the contract is valid. And last but not least, we provide after-sale services and support. So don't worry, you won't be ghosted if you need our help. Freelance platforms like Fiverr and Upwork are all those general platforms that allow you to work with professionals online. For instance, a graphic designer, a marketing expert. You can find all type of services there. And of course, ghost production services as well. There you will find a market generally focused on low-cost ghost production services. Ordinary freelance platforms are quite different from the specialized ones. Generally, they have nothing to do with ghost production. Their custom service, terms, and workflow isn't adapted to offer ghost production services. That's a big disadvantage if you have problems with your ghost creator. In other words, if something goes wrong between you and your ghost producer, you're screwed. Using social media as a place to search and work with ghost producers is kinda sketchy. You can find someone good, but you should be extra careful and never forget this important detail. There are no regulations on social media. You won't be protected from any fraudulent actions. We advise you to stay very alert about all the legal terms, conditions, and contracts. Just make sure you have a good lawyer. Choosing the right ghost producer is crucial for your career. Whatever you do, make sure you choose well. There are certain elements to take into account, so let's start with the most important. Number 1 is trust. The first question you should ask yourself before hiring a ghost producer is, should I trust the person or the platform I am dealing with? When you work with a ghost producer, make sure their communication is good. They meet their deadlines, they deliver all files correctly, they guarantee the music they create is original. Follow our advice and you won't lose. The second important thing is the skills and the experience of the producer. The quality of the productions will depend on the skills and experience of the producer. In the market of professionals, you can find tracks or producers whose quality and complexity varies from basic, intermediate to premium level. It will depend on your budget and your needs to choose your type of track. Then, the workflow. If you consider spending money on ghost production, you'd probably want to know how the music was made. A track could be created with real instruments or with virtual instruments and even with royalty-free loops. Is that vocal original or exclusive one recorded in a studio? Or does it come from Splice? And never forget the legal agreement. The contract should contain the agreement that has been concluded by both you and the ghost producer. It should be reviewed by a specialized lawyer who ensures that the contract follows the framework established by international intellectual property law. At this point, we are reaching the end of this guide. We have talked about different types of ghost production, different factors to take into account, and some other useful tips. But you are probably asking yourself about the most important thing: the money. How much a ghost producer will cost you? We will go directly to the point. In the commercial market, a truck price can go from €100 to €2,000, so we will separate each price range into 3 sections. Range 1. Low cost, starting from €150. This is the price range where you will start to find trucks of reasonable quality. Don't expect a bit more top one truck, but you can eventually find some really good gems at this price. Range 2. High quality, starting from €300. This is a standard range where the high-level producers move, and you will be able to actually find trucks that you can go very far with. If you require complexity and quality to your truck, for sure labels and playlist curators will appreciate that. Range 3 is the premium one. In this range, producers put more effort and time into their productions. The difference in quality with respect to the previous range is small, but noticeable. There is a big chance that the final track you get would probably sound better than your reference track. Premium guarantees the highest sound and quality. Thank you for watching this video. We hope we gave some insights on the essence of ghost production. If you want to find out more about it, you can read our full article on our website. Link down in the description. Bye!